In the earliest age of the cosmos, long before mortals carved kingdoms into the earth, the world was ruled by the Titans, the mighty children of the sky god Uranus and the earth goddess Gaia. But their rule was not peaceful, for at the center of their family stood Cronus, ambitious, suspicious, and terrified of prophecy. He had overthrown his own father Uranus and claimed the throne of the universe. Yet as he tasted power, a shadow clung to him, the prophecy that one of his own children would one day rise against him and take his crown. Cronus lived in constant dread of the future, so when his wife, Rhea, gave birth to their first child, he swallowed the infant whole. One after another their children, Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon were devoured, trapped within the darkness of Cronus' stomach. Rhea's heart broke with every loss, and Gaia herself watched in sorrow as her lineage was devoured to feed a tyrant's fear. But when Rhea became pregnant again, she refused to lose another child. She devised a plan in secret. When the baby was born, she did not summon Cronus. Instead, she wrapped a stone in swaddling cloth and handed it to him as if it were the newborn. Cronus swallowed it without hesitation, never realizing the deception. Meanwhile, Rhea fled across the sea to the island of Crete, cradling her last son, the child destined to change everything. His name was Zeus. Hidden within a sacred cave on Mount Ida, Zeus was raised in secret. Nymphs cared for him, and the goat Amalthea fed him with her milk. Warrior spirits known as the Curetes danced and clashed their shields together to drown out his cries so Cronus would never hear him. Zeus grew quickly, strong in body and fierce in spirit, blessed by both sky and earth. When he reached manhood, Gaia and Rhea revealed the truth of his birth and the fate of his siblings. Filled with righteous wrath, Zeus swore to challenge Cronus and free the brothers and sisters who had never known the light of day. Guided by cunning and determination, he disguised himself and entered Cronus' court. With the help of the Titaness Metis, a goddess of wisdom, Zeus prepared a powerful potion that would force Cronus to disgorge what he had swallowed. Cronus drank it, unaware of the trap, and moments later he convulsed with rage and pain. One by one, the imprisoned gods, Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon were freed, reborn from the darkness of Cronus. Together with Zeus, they formed a new divine alliance, the Olympians. But Cronus would not surrender, and so began the great war known as the Titanomachy, a cosmic battle that shook the very bones of the world. For 10 long years, the Titans, aligned with Cronus, fought fiercely against the younger gods. The mountains shuddered, the seas boiled, sky and earth trembled beneath the clash of divine power. Gaia, wanting balance restored, guided Zeus to free even older beings, the Cyclopes and the 100-handed Hecatochires, whom Cronus had once imprisoned deep within the earth. In gratitude, the Cyclopes forged weapons for the Olympians, a mighty thunderbolt for Zeus, a trident for Poseidon, and a helmet of invisibility for Hades. Armed with these gifts, the young gods surged into battle with renewed might. Thunder split the heavens as Zeus hurled bolt after bolt, shaking the world with blinding flashes of power. Poseidon struck the seas, raising monstrous waves that swallowed Titan strongholds. Hades slipped unseen into their lines, spreading terror and shadow. The Hecatochires hurled mountains, and the Titans, for all their ancient strength, began to falter. In the end, Zeus triumphed. Cronus and the defeated Titans were cast into Tartarus, bound in chains forged by the Cyclopes. The war was over, and the age of the Olympians began. From the peak of Mount Olympus, Zeus established a new order. He divided the cosmos among his brothers. Poseidon claimed the sea, Hades the underworld, while Zeus took dominion over the sky and the throne of all gods. As ruler of Olympus, he upheld law, justice, and fate. But Zeus was not merely a king. He was the embodiment of divine authority, thunder, and the very force that held the universe in balance. Yet Zeus's story does not end with victory. He became known for his power, but also for his passions, for the many gods and heroes whose lives began with him, and for the countless myths shaped by his choices. Worshipped as the father of gods and men, Zeus's reign defined the golden age of Olympus. Under his rule, order triumphed over chaos, light replaced fear, and the world moved forward into an age shaped by thunder, destiny, and divine will. And so Zeus, the child hidden from a tyrant, the warrior who freed the gods, the king who shaped Olympus, rose to become one of the most enduring figures in mythology, his name echoing across centuries as the unshakable ruler of gods and men.